Why is it your first rent to rent deal is taking so long? It's not working, you're struggling, you're having doubts. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how I felt on my first deal and how I overcame it. So look, you're not alone. This stuff is not easy. I see some people expecting their first rent to rent deal moments after setting up, and it just doesn't work like that. Don't matter how many courses you've done, what mentor you've got, how much money you've got, how much time you've got, it's going to take as long as it takes. And in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you my first deal and all the problems I had and how I overcame them and how you can overcome them too. If you like content like this, anything rent to rent, HMO, SA, BRRRR, or just a really cool guy, hit the subscribe button, comment below, let me know where you're tuned in from. I would love to hear from you, and make sure you hit the notification so you get a bell every time we release new material. So let's talk about it. Rent to rent, my first deal. You know, I went and did the courses, did my research, watched all these YouTube videos, was listening to podcasts, was trying to get the free agreements online, cut corners, all that stuff you're doing. And it takes time. And I remember I was setting up viewings or trying to, calling agents up, being kicked out of properties, kicked out of offices. What do you mean? Why would we give you our property, your brand new business? You know, I remember like telling people, family members about rent to rent, and they were like, hang on a minute. So they've got a property. Why the hell are they going to give it you for you to make all the money? And it takes a while for you to build up the confidence to actually relay that rent to rent is actually a great concept and it's a great win-win business. That's the thing a lot of people don't realize. But I do say this, rent to rent is not for everybody. It's not. But for those that it is, trust me, it really is. So if you're getting no's at the beginning, don't worry, it's not for them. We don't want the landlords that it's not for them, because they're the ones that will come back to bite us in the behind 6 months later when they decide they want their property back. Anyway, let's just break it down. If you're brand new to me, I'm Simon. I've done countless rent to rent deals now, and I started off with not much money, a few grand, and I've managed to scale up £1 million rent to rent business and £1 million property portfolio. I've now got a team. I'm hiring this week, in fact, hiring more people to help the business grow and to systemize it, because it does take time, and rent to rent is a property business, okay? But when I first started, it was tough. I remember the first few viewings, going there, I had my baggy suit on, because I was not rocking suits. I had my baggy suit on, I had to pull out some shoes. My missus would look at me like I'm stupid, and I had my A4 printed rough document to give the landlords. And I'd go out there and I was struggling, and I was hearing no after no. The fact of the matter is, whatever it is you're doing, when you're new, it's going to take some time, and you're not going to be confident, and you're not going to be 100% sure if it's going to work. And that is one of the main things that you need to overcome. Property is power. Actually, let me correct that. High quality property is power. So in my opinion, but this is not what I knew at the start, as long as you're getting quality property in good locations, you're good. You know, at the right prices, good location, good quality, you're good. You will be able to fill it. Don't worry about it. I speak to a lot of you and you're like, I've kind of got a deal, but I'm not sure if it's going to work. So you're half stepping. Do you know what I mean? You're half stepping. That's why you're not getting a deal right now. Because you probably know the things you need to do, but when it comes down to it, you're not willing to go that extra 10% to lock it in. So do your due diligence. If you need any help on how to research areas, drop me a comment below. I'm on here every day. I will help you. There's certain things you need to do to research the areas. As soon as you've done those, crack on, move forward. A next big thing for me at the beginning was the legalities. Like, how can I get around and navigate the legalities of direct to vendor deals and the agreements, and then also agency deals and their agreements? And, you know, am I going to pass? Will I have enough money? Will I earn enough money to be a guarantor? Okay. And that's a stumbling block that you just need to realize quickly and then move on. So top tip. I shouldn't be telling you this, but I will. If you're doing a deal with an agent and you're a new business, you are not going to pass their checks. So they're going to want somebody to guarantee the rent. They call it a personal guarantor, right? And that person is going to need to earn 36 times the monthly rent. That means if you are getting a property that's £1,000 a month, the personal guarantor is going to need to be earning £36,000 per month. So if that's not you, you need to find somebody that will personally guarantee it for you, or just focus on direct to vendor. Let me save you the headache, because you're not really going to be able to get deals with agents unless you find an agent that just likes you so much and believes in you so much that they're willing to do a bit of a naughty one. And that is possible. I have had situations where agencies have done no checks on me. They've liked me. I put myself together in the right way, and they've just said, take it. But keep that in mind. If you're finding this useful, do me a favor, hit the like button so more people can see this content. No selling here, no hippie stuff. I just want to share value and help fast track your journey. So just do me a favor, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I will just keep putting this information out. Let me know if it's good. Another thing at the beginning you're going to struggle with is credibility. People don't know you. How many deals have you got? You know, you're talking about these clients, you're talking about these properties. Where are they? And it's a tough one because it's a bit of an ethical dilemma, because you don't want to lie. But to the same degree, if you say, listen, mate, I've just come off a course and I've got no experience, no property, then they're not going to give you the property. So this is why I recommend creating a professional image and making sure you set up correctly and present yourself in a way that if people like you and if people like the standard that you're doing everything else in, they might just take a bet on you, follow their hunch on you. And that's what my first landlord did. I'll never forget it. He said to me, where's your website? And I was like, mate, I'll be honest with you, I've not got a website. Massive error, but I didn't have a website. I think we're working on it. You know, he was like, how long's your company been going? I looked on Company's House, you're only going for 6 months. But he backed me in the end. He believed in me. We signed it off, and I've guaranteed his rent every single month through the whole of COVID. And actually, I called him a few weeks ago, had a catch up with him, and actually increased his rent just because I could. And that's why rent to rent is good if you're doing it right. I just increased his rent. It's not in the agreement. I was just like, do you know what? I can give you an extra 50 or 75 pound a month, I think it was. And he was happy because he believed in me. So I paid it forward. The bottom line is, if you believe that you want to be in property, if you believe you want to create cash flow, if you believe rent to rent is the strategy for you, then stick to it, focus on it, and just be patient and trust the process. And I promise you, you will get your first deal. Okay? I promise you. So comment below, let me know. Have you got your first deal? Yeah? Have you got multiple deals? Share your stories, add value. That's all this channel is about. And remember, whatever you do, don't wait 25 years, get creative.